Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon Platinum. Now, it actually has been a little bit of time since I recorded last. Not that long, but I do remember what we did, don't worry. But I thought I'd just been enjoying this so much, and I had a few things to do, and I got those things done. I'm like, alright, Pokemon Platinum, let's go! So yes, I've been really looking forward to playing with this series, and I'm just having a blast. So, yeah, let's do some berry stuff, because I think that would be interesting to do. I do like my berries. Okay, we don't need that lady. Okay, we get berries from this person. Oh, is she the daily berry person, I think? I think there's a daily berry person. And there's the spray duck. There we go. But yeah, the berries in this game are very useful. I'm trying to think of the games where Heart Gold, this one, and X and Y, I know are very good for berries. And growing, and, well, I guess Gen 3 as well. Gen 3 is pretty good for berries. But those are the generations that are best for berries. And then, for now we're just going to collect them. But when we get to a good point, we can definitely just keep planting them and have a bunch of them. And in terms of the... in terms of like Lepa berries, citrus berries, honestly, those are just the ones that you want to do. For the most part, lum berries are pretty good. Anyway, we need to catch another team member in this episode. I know, I've been distracting you with berries, but when in reality, we're actually going to be catching a team member, and the team member is in this patch of grass. I didn't expect us to immediately go in it. It is not going to be a Shinx. We've already got one. Or we had one. It's now Luxio. Don't need it. And that's why I also have Bober out, because he's just a little bit weaker. But, what we do want is a Pokemon in this patch of grass, so I will see when we find it. And there we go, we have our Shellos. You know what, I've watched my fair share, maybe not as many as I probably should have, but I've watched my fair share of Pokemon Platinum Let's Plays. And I don't think I've ever once seen someone get a Shellos. And it is probably... Shellos and Gastrodon are probably some of the best Pokemon in this... well, maybe not the absolute best in this generation, but the usefulness of a Gastrodon is just amazing. Not really for the gyms as much, except for the last gym, but just in general, like, a Gastrodon is super useful to have, with very good special stats. And this is one of the problems that I always have with playing Gen 4, is I always end up with 3 ground types, because I get myself a Turtwig at the start. I always want a Gibble, because honestly, especially in Platinum, they made it so easy to have a Gibble. There is no excuse for you to not have Garchomp on your team unless you specifically are avoiding using a Garchomp. So, and then I always get a Shellos. It is the best water type in this game, in my opinion, in terms of like non-legendary Pokemon or anything like that. That's actually reasonable to get. So not, you know, something like, not something like a, what is it called? I'm trying to think. Milotic. I didn't read the Shellos thing as well, but we've got Shelly, the Shellos. That's what I'm gonna name it. Shelly. There we go. And this is gonna be one of our team members for hopefully quite a long time to come. Especially with Shellos. Again, good. Look at it. Just look. Special attack, special defense is really good. on this Pokemon. Move around the moves a little bit. Did I? Okay, I thought I named it misspelt Shelly, and I was like, really? Have I done that? But no, I haven't. But yeah, Shellos as a Pokemon, I think is incredibly underrated, does not get enough love, and is very good. And considering we have, basically, I've got like 8 or 9 Pokemon that are going to be on this team, rotating around, and we'll be leveling them up, and it's going to be a hassle. So it'll be a bit that'll be interesting as we kind of progress through the game. But having a I think Shellos is going to be one of those Pokemon that's just going to be in our team always. And yeah, that's going to pretty much be it. Anyway, we got a battle. This guy's got a Ponyta as well, I'm pretty sure, which is going to give us a ton of XP. So we might as well give Shelly a run around. Shelly didn't make it, and so we're back to square one here. And just going back to the Pokemon Center. But it's okay. But all right, yeah, that maybe it was a bit too much for a level like 13 Ponyta, but we were very close. We just got a bit unlucky with one Ember. I probably should have healed up, but that's okay. We'll be leveling up all of our team members, and I only think this is probably the last team member, at least for, well, this is the only team member we're gonna get in this episode at least. I'm not exactly sure the lineage of our future team members and where they're gonna be, but we got another battle. That was a little bit better for Shelly. And also thinking about it, we got, that's one of those aroma ladies, I think. So let's get Starling up ahead for this one. Considerably better. And there's also an item here. If I can... There we go. Bit of Stardust. I do know where my items are. I've played this game too many times to not know. She has, I think, an electric type, and I don't know, I think. Let's see. It really is just remembering that I can actually use potions in battle when I'm doing these battles. This is the second time I've done that, where I've just decided, no, I'm not going to use a potion with 3 hit points. It's not going to use a stab move at all. Or, not a stab move, a priority move. It's not going to do that. Anyway, let me go heal. And we should have another battle here. If we can... One battle out of the way, and we got a hiker. Alright, that was simple. And I'm pretty sure... Just remembering what we've got up ahead. 2 more battles. One is this girl, and there's another one with like a Piplup. That was easy enough. We can now switch out to Shocky and battle that girl up there. So one thing I've also been working on, before we continue onwards and can heal up here, one thing I've been working on is the Heart Gold Director's Cut, as I've been calling them. And I think I mentioned this during Emerald that I was going to do one of those. And the problem was that it was a bit too long. But I thought, well, no, let me actually do it properly. One of the things I kind of regret doing with that director's cut in particular is I didn't get rid of the introductions and outros of the videos, so I've been working on doing that. Anyway, this is interesting. Who's this? Hello, my name's Cheryl. And you are? Okay, so your name's Joey. I'm sincerely glad to meet you. Joey, may I ask a big favor of you? I want to get through this forest, but I'm afraid of doing it alone. I heard that there's a sinister group of people called Team Galactic about. I think there'd be safety in numbers. Please, may I go with you for now? And we decided to go with Cheryl. I'll keep your Pokemon in perfect health. Alright, that's nice of you to do. This is going to be a nice opportunity for Starling and Inferno to get some good experience as well. And we're going to just try and get through Eterna Forest here as best as we can. Yeah, that's a battle we can't avoid, and I'm going to make sure we put Inferno in for this one, because one of the Pokemon's a Pachirisu. Let's go. Alright, pretty cool, pretty cool. Got a Paralyze heal as well. But yeah, now I can kind of talk a little bit, well, okay, we got battles. But then I'll talk more about the Heart Gold. So, the idea as well for the Heart Gold is get rid of the introductions and outros and all this stuff about episodes, and I clean up some of it. I realized that with some of the episodes, I really didn't do a great job. And so it, you know, of cutting things out that I thought I'd cut out but didn't. And so I was kind of doing that and just making it a little bit more of a watchable experience. I mean, obviously, in some cases I can kind of do that on YouTube. I need to go back, especially with like one of the episodes. Anyway, let's do this with some battles. So one thing, yeah, I need to do is I need to go back, especially to one of the episodes. I think it was the one where we caught Ho-Oh. Because there's like a whole bit that I just left in that I didn't realize I left in, and it's kind of embarrassing, like thinking back on it, where I'm like, oh my goodness, there are like 100 people that have watched this episode that, you know, seen me basically just be lazy during an upload. So that was a bit sad to come across, if I'm honest. But I have been working on it, and so at some point, probably closer to Christmas, I'll release that. Anyway, battles. So yeah, I just, you know, I was kind of thinking about that and making sure that I've got a good series ready to go, or something going up, because I'll probably take a little bit of time off during Christmas area. And then that time, maybe like on the 26th or Boxing Day, upload like the Heart Gold Director's Cut, you know, something like that, just to keep everyone entertained. Anyway, we're about to exit the forest. Oh, there's the exit. I'm so relieved we finally got here. I've never been able to get through this by myself. Thank you so much, Joey. This is my token of appreciation. Please accept it. And then we get the Soothe Bell, which is actually pretty cool. I'm sure we'll meet again somewhere. Bye for now. Alright, that's pretty cool. I don't think we have any mandatory trainers to battle here as well, so that's fun. And we are in Eterna City. So, not too shabby. A few things that we're going to need to do in Eterna City before we take on the gym leader, but that's okay. That will be in the next episode. So, if you enjoyed, make sure you go ahead, hit like button, all that fun stuff. I'm going to get some Pokemon leveled up in the meantime as well. And yeah, I will see you all then. So, take care.